Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Monday and we're going to be hopefully finishing this page off. I did finish up her dress and her hat, so we're on our way to completing it. Hold on 1 second. I breathed the wrong way and I don't want to cough in your ear. Sorry about that. I breathed in saliva and didn't want to choke on it. Hello Courtney. Hello Celine. Hello Dawn. Hello Yana. Hello Mandy. Hello Noelle. Hello everyone out there in Lurkerland. Alright, so we're going to get started on this. We're going to finish up her dress and her, and then we're going to start working on the background. We're using the Marie 168 colored pencils. It's an oil-based pencil. I have reviewed it in the past. And of course we will finish up her dress with those, and then we're going to do the background with the Caran d'Ache Neocolor ones. Alright, so we're going to zoom in a little bit. Get my mouse. I hope everyone is doing well today. That was the wrong thing. And we're going to start up here on her hat. And we're going to be doing her hat colors, this part of the hat in gold, this one here in black. So we're going to do the gold first. And we need a bit of brown, a bit of black, and some yellows. Hello Calamity! Good evening to you all. Oh, it's good that you're doing well, Dawn. Hello Sue! Alright, so we're just going to base coat with number 2. And it's a very light yellow. I was going to do this purple, but I didn't want it to blend too much into the hat, so we're going to do it gold. Golden, anyway. Yes, this is Monday. It is a Monday. And I'm going to do a little bit of that golden color behind there. All right. You have a question. What is your question, dear? I saw your page. It looked wonderful. Depends upon which ones you have. So you have, okay, it's the color, but what level of the color? Is it the 240 set? Is it the 300 set? Which one is it? Because I do have a swatch chart for the 300 set available on the coffee shop. I would have to pull my chart and take a look. I don't have all of the numbers and colors memorized. The 300? Okay, so again, there is a 300 chart on the coffee shop, which is available. Otherwise, I would have to take a look at my swatch chart just so that I can let you know. And I can do that at the end of the stream if you'd like to know where I put it. Lurk away, Catherine. Lurk away. And hello. Good day, Aspie. Good day. I do believe if you type in shop, or if you look below the video, there is a link to the coffee shop in the description below the video. All right, just taking that lighter color, I went in with the number 6 and the number 144. And now I'm going back through with number 2. And then we're going to come back with number 6. And then we're going to blend it with number 2. I think it's exclamation point shop, but I would have to look. There we go. Well, thank you. Do it the long way. Yeah. So that is the link for the coffee shop. So on there I have a bunch of different swatch charts available, including the 300. Like I said, I'd have to look. I'm not sure. I can't remember what I put for it. Going back and forth between the 6 and the 2. Like so. Now we're going to take a little bit of the purple, the lightest, the medium purple here, and we're going to put it in this one, as well as a little bit of the black for her hair. All right, now I need to find the black pencil. I've lost the black. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. won't ask. We won't ask. Just going to put in a little bit of black here so that it shows her hair through the glass. And then we're going to take a dark blue. I need to sharpen this. So this one is number 46. The black is number 120. All right, now we're going to use a gray. We need number 93. Which is this one. I want this to be a little bit sharper. So how was everybody's weekend? I hope you all had a good weekend. All right, so we're going to do her bow in black. I'm going to use the gray for our highlight. As well as around the glasses here. The goggles, I guess they're called. I guess they'd be goggled. You're good there? You had a good weekend? That's good. And then we're coming in with the black. And the black is what we're going to be working with. Black and golden colors will be what we're working with throughout the rest of the picture. We've got a couple of little areas that still have some purple, but most of it is going to be with the golds and the black. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing on the goggles. Like so. All right. Now for her gloves, we're going to do the gold. So again, we're going to start off with this light yellow, which is number 2. As our base color. And then we're coming in with number 6. All right. And then number 144. I'm putting in the shadows of that golden color. Like so. And then we're going to blend that in with number 6. Oh, nice. Snow cone machines are good. Oh, you can lurk in top chat. I do it all the time. And welcome to live chat. I seem to always be in top chat. All right. And then we're going to blend it together with number 2. I'm hoping to be able to get this whole picture finished by the end of today. You haven't used it yet. That would have been the first thing I used. It's like, yep, it's mine. I'm playing with it. I'll be over here with my new toy. Thanks. Everybody would have been having snow cones for dinner. Or at least dessert. So just going back and forth again with the gold colors. Start off with the number 2, add number 6, and then add 144 into our shadows. So into those creases, those areas that are going to be a little bit darker. Without making it look like her clothes are dirty. Yeah, plans on using it tomorrow, huh? Is it supposed to be really hot tomorrow? Those things are fantastic on hot days. Coming back through with number 6, blending the 144 in. Add a little bit more here. And then going over it again with number 2 and blending it all together. Well, in the page, there's some clues that the artist has given, one of which is the little lines that are on her outfit here. So here, here, up under here, and down here in the elbows. All of those areas have a little bit of a hint that that's going to be a crease in the clothes. Also, taking a look at your own clothes. See where your hand or where your body puts shadow on the clothing. Most of the times, though, the artist will leave little hints on where those shadows are going to be. Now this area here as well, I want it to be gold, and then we'll come back through with a black gel pen and put the laces back on. Same with this side here. Now this part here, the laces are going to have a shadow as well as the shadow from the curvature of her hips. So we're going to have shadow up in here. And a little bit on the underneath of the laces. So the top of the hip. Like so. Well, if you're not wearing clothes, then you got to do the shadows on your skin, because your body's still going to put shadow. Just saying. You're still going to have that shadow showing. Unless you are flat as a board and, then you just turn sideways and the light goes right on past you. It is a valid question. take the black, and we are going to go over this with black gel pen, but I'm just going to enhance it a little bit with the black so we can see where to add the gel pen. Like so. Yeah, unless you are skinny as a board. And of course her hand is going to have a shadow. Your parts are going to create shadows. I know mine are. Mine will definitely create shadows. Mine create shadows in the dark. Be pitch black and it's still be a shadow somewhere. Put in those shadows there. And then blend them in. Take our black. Trace the laces all the way down there. Alright, now for the garters, we're going to do those in black. So we're going to put down our gray first. Hello, Britt! Ah, you have a hair appointment tomorrow. Awesome. Now, close to the bottom here, we're going to go a little darker, and up at the top here as well. Under the buckle. And out the clip. Like so. And just the same thing over on this side. If I go quiet, just, you know, somebody send me a notification that I've gone to sleep. I'm not sleeping, I promise. I just go into mode, into coloring mode. Then we're going to blend this in with the gray. Come back through with the black and just darken up any areas that look like it needs to be dark. Now, because these little buckles are so small, we're not going to use the lightest color. We're just going to go right in with number 6. Like so. And then we'll take the dark brown, which is 144, and we'll just go a little bit in on the corners, giving it that little bit of goldness, you know. Same with down here, like so. All right, and there we have her garters done. Now we've got her necklace here, which we are going to use our purples for. So I'm going to take number 129. And we're going to color the top part. And little bits of the background here. All right, and then we want oh, I'm sorry you have a headache. That sucks. I hate headaches. You need coffee. Not water, coffee. Actually, you need a dark room with a cold compress over your eyes. That's what I do when I have a really bad headache that won't go away. All right. Now we're going to take that light color again. Well, the sugar and the soda might not be a good thing. And then we're going to take the yellow. And then the brown. Yeah, I've tried the hot compress. It did not work well for me at all. But I also run really hot all the time, so. Alright, so there's her neck piece done. Now we're going to do her chest area here, and we're going to do that in purple as well. We're just going to go lighter on the purple. Nice. And all the little gears inside of here are going to be gold. Okay, then this one. And then the last one. Hello, Allison. So I started off with number 38, went to 129, and now we're going into number 41. Thank you, Mandy. And then we're going to go back to number 38 and blend that all together. We're going to dust that off, and we're going to take our yellow. Now we're not going to use our light yellow because these small areas are really small. So we're going to use our dark yellow. So this is number 6. Oh, nice. Yeah, Sue is a beautiful colorist. All right, and then we're going to go with a little bit lighter. I need number 101. Just want it to have a little bit more of a tarnished metallic look here. Less shadow, but more of the aged metal. Where over here I wanted more shadow. And we'll come back through with the darker one to put in the shadow as well. All right, and then number 144. And this part is for the shadow of the other gears and any overlaps. And then back with number 6. And there we go. All right. Now I'm going to move you down so that we can see her boots. Because now we're going to work on her boots. Her boots are going to be black, so with a purple on the inside of under the laces. So let's do the purple first since I have the pencils in my hand. The outer edge here will be the gold, and then the boots will be black. And of course the laces we'll come back through with the gel pen and brighten them up. Or darken them up, whichever. Whichever. Putting in that shadow. Crease of the foot here. And down to the toes. Alright, and then we're going to take our darkest color. And then we're going to come through with the lightest color and put that highlight back in, blending those colors together. Like so. And then the same thing on the other side here. I don't know if somebody's dog is out there howling or if it's a child wailing, but it's a horrible noise. Whichever it is. I'm hoping it's not a child wailing, because that would be a horrible wail. With it so close to the house here, I'd have to worry about what did they do to hurt themselves? And if they did it in my yard. They like to come into the front yard and play catch and stuff like that sometimes. Which is fine. I don't have anybody else using the front yard, so yeah. Alright. Your friend's dog barks every day, yeah. Well, most of them do, but usually the neighbors here keep their dogs in the house. Not very often are they left outside, so. Just repeating the same colors as the other boot and getting that internal area filled in. Now we're going to do the yellow. And then we're going to take this one. So we used number 6 and number 144. Going to add a little tiny bit of 101 just to give it that little bit of aged gold look. And then we're just going to take the number 6 and go over top of it. And the same thing on the other side here. Oh, there goes the train. I don't have to hear it as loud anymore. Used to be quite loud, but now that I've moved into a room further away from the back of the house, it isn't as loud anymore. So the yellows that we're using is 106, and then a 144, and a little bit of 101. And then go over it again with number 6. All right. Almost dropped the pencil. And then we're going to take our gray, which is number 31, or 91, sorry. There it is. And we're just going very loosely put a thin layer of the gray. Hello, Dion. And then we're going to come in with the black. I'm going to turn slightly so I can follow this line. Bring that dark like so. Just going to smooth this over a little bit. Moving that black into the gray areas. Now this is printed on the Nina cardstock, which does give it a little bit more tooth than, say, Amazon paper. So sometimes you get to see that odd little folds and details in the paper. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing on the other boot. And then we just have her cane left to do, and then she will be done. Then I'll zoom you out and we'll start on the background. Now the background is going to be done with the Neocolor ones, which are a wax-based pastel. So sort of like a crayon, just a little bit more high quality in the pigment. Now I'm going to be using a technique that Shannon showed me, I think it was about a year ago, on how to color with the Neocolors or any of those wax-based media with making it nice and smooth and getting it all pretty. Now I'm going to use the blender, and we're just going to smooth those out because I want those boots to be nice and shiny. Because we want them to have a little bit of a gloss on them. Like so. All right, now for the cane, we're going to do that in black as well. So again, we're going to come down with the gray. And I'm going to zoom you out a little bit so you can actually see the full area. Hello, Callie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Then we're going to come in with the black. And I'm going to sharpen my black because it's starting to get dull. Make sure that under the hand here is showing the darkest. Same with the edges, because that's where the curve is. And then up from the bottom. Like so. Now we're going to add a bit of purple in this area because we've got a bit of a glow that's going to come off of this bulb here. Then we're going to take the lighter. We're just going to put a little bit on there. Okay. And then we're going to take our yellow, because this is going to be the gold. The gold piece holding that wonderful glowy ball on there. You're lurking, but you're not so good at it. I am the same way. I lurk, but I'm terrible at it. I'm just way too chatty with all of you. I see people I haven't seen in a while, or see people that I wanted to say something to, and the next thing you know, I'm chatting away. All right. Now we're going to take the lightest purple, which is number 38. And again, we're going to add some glow. And we'll probably re-add the glow with the crayons here as well. And then we're taking number 41. And then number 42. And then we're just going to add just a touch of pink to it. So number 147. Like so. Just blending those colors all in. Like that. All right, now we're going to take our blender. And again, we're going to blend the cane. Make sure you wipe it off really good before you blend other areas. Especially after using black. Thank you. I'll make sure that I get all the areas fully blended and protected just in case. Though this is not going to be a water medium, so you don't really need to do this step. I just like to. It softens up some of the lines. All right, same with down here. Want this part to be a little shiny. Because they are boots. All right. Now I'm going to zoom you out so you can see how she looks. Oh, come on. Nope, that is not where I want you to go. Thank you. All right, so there we have her. Now we're going to be adding the background. So we're going to take our Caran d'Ache crayons here and move those over there. And oh, I hit the wrong button. I hit the button with my finger. Sorry. All right, so we're going to start with periwinkle blue. I wasn't ending, I promise. I just hit the wrong button. And we're going to Yep, hit the wrong button. Sorry. And we're going to cover the whole background. Neocolor ones are a wax-based pastel. Basically, it's an expensive crayon. Now, Neocolor 2s are a water activated crayon, where these are not. So these will not activate if you put water on them. It'll just make a mess of your page. Just saying. Now these are smoother than crayons. They don't go down as chunky as crayons do, like Crayola or the cheapo crayons that you get for school. But I have tried this technique with Crayola crayons, and it does work. So if you are using Crayola crayons, this will still work for you. And it's all Shannon's fault. She taught it to me. Now you do have to get enough of the crayon down for it to work properly. Ow. And I'm going to probably have to sharpen this soon. Now this is, of course, just like any other wax stick. It is woodless, so you just peel the paper back and sharpen it. I have a couple of different crayon types. This was sent to me by a wonderful person because I'd never tried them before. She had a set. Now this is not the full set, it's just a smaller set of 40, which is more than enough colors for me. And this is the boring part. So if y'all leave, I will completely understand. Because we're just basically coloring. This is the base layer, and then we will add our depth and shadows and all of that fun stuff, and then we'll smooth it out. And then we'll move on to the golden colors for the feathers and leaves. Thank you. So you all saw it beforehand. Now is you know how it's going to look after I ruin it. And worst comes to worst, I just paint over it. When in doubt, black it out. Just getting into those little tiny areas there. Now I have used oil pastels, and I have used the Sakura crayons, but I have not used these before, so hopefully it does what I expect it to and doesn't just make a complete mess of everything. Hello, Shannon. No, you cannot paint over wax. I can try, though. It probably will not turn out well. Well, get some rest on if you're feeling sleepy, dear. I'm just hoping it turns out as lovely as yours did. Oh, no worries, no worries. I know you're out there lurking somewhere. Hello, Nessa. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my prayer that I don't completely ruin this page. Again, you guys saw it all before, so if I completely ruin it, you know what it looked like beforehand. At least she'll still be pretty. She's going to still be pretty. She's just standing in front of some really awful wallpaper. Yeah, I gotta sharpen it. It's getting to a point where it's not quite sharp enough. Oh, well, maybe I won't sharpen it. My sharpener is too small. My crayon sharpener is too small. Okay, well, I guess we won't sharpen it. I thought I had a sharpener that fit this. Could have swore I tested it before. That's okay. There's no wood, so it's fine. And I don't have my X-Acto blade handy, so. I must have grabbed the wrong one. Yes, Neil ones. goodness. So are you bored yet? I spent past 10 minutes, scribbling on this background with one color. All right, so there's the periwinkle. Now we're going to put in the shadow for her. I don't want ultramarine. Okay, so yeah. Now hopefully this is not extremely red. No, okay. Now we're going to use some violet for her shadow on the wall. But my hand's boring. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll trade you. You can do the shadowing and the ruining of this page for me. I'll do your bookmarking. At least I might not ruin that. I'm extremely nervous about this process. Just saying. I I do every once in a while when I'm doing glass and stuff like that. I'll use a white gel pen, or white gouache seems to work very, very well for it. That's what Emily uses a lot. But I usually use a white gel pen. To make those the black lines disappear. All right. Now we're not going to do as much shadow on this side because I have the light coming this way, but we're still going to give her a little bit of shadow behind her cane. And that sort of thing. Okay. All right. Now. Nice. That sounds like fun. All right. I think it's this one I want. Now for these. We're going to use some ochre. Missed the spot. Yeah, and by the way, if you get it on somewhere where you don't want it to be, you're out of luck. It's going to stay there. Just saying. All right, and then we want this one. And then a little bit of this one. All right. Okay, now let's see how badly this is going to turn out. All right, so then you take your Caran d'Ache blender and you blend it together. I'm going to do this yellow part and then I will do the purple. Because that's going to take a little bit more time. I learned this from Miss Shannon. Shannon taught me this. Shannon taught me this. I did not know you could do this until Shannon showed it on one of her live streams while we were doing a colorathon. And now I don't color with crayons any other way. Yep, scribble and blend. That's pretty much it. So we're going to come into here. I don't have quite enough on there. Now the good thing is that the Caran d'Ache blender is wax, so you can actually still add a little bit more on top of it just to fill in those areas if you need to. Try to get into all your little areas, because the blender will move some of it, but it won't move a lot of it or all of it. Yeah, I've seen people blend crayon with Gamsol and things like that, and they actually make it very hard for me to breathe, so I can't use any of those. I do have some Turbinix, but I just don't like the way it makes me feel, so I don't use that either. But when I saw Shannon doing this with a blender, it's like, ooh. And it works really well for even wax crayons like Crayola. You don't just have to use the expensive crayons. It does work on some of the cheaper crayons as well, but you do have to have some sort of pigmentation to it. I don't know if it would work as well with, say, rose art or, the really inexpensive non-pigmented wax sticks is what I call them, because that's all they seem to have in them is just wax. But it does work really well for the higher pigmented crayons, like so. Now can't remember exactly what video it was in, but I do believe it was during the Mystical May marathon that I put on. I think it was last year, wasn't it? Shannon, let me know if I'm wrong, because I could be. Happens all the time. Yeah, so if you go back in Shannon's videos, I do believe it was last year's Mystical May colorathon that she joined me in. I do believe it was some mushrooms, a mushroom house that she was coloring. And she used these, and she did a gorgeous job. Hello, Blue. How you doing, dear? It's good to see you. It's been a while. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you have wonderful, sweet dreams. Always good to get some love from you. We all learn from each other. At least I try to learn from everybody. Sometimes I don't learn so well, but sometimes I see it and I practice and I practice and I practice and I still mess it up. Just saying, Britt, your very first portrait turned out absolutely lovely. And yes, anime does count. You did a very, very nice job on it. And I appreciate the shout out with it. I think you could have done it even without me, but that's what I'm using as a blending pencil. Now you could paint over it with something that is a little bit more stringent that will break the crayon down a little bit maybe, but it will just sit on top for the most part. But I am using a Caran d'Ache blender. You would. You would. You can do anything. Just adding a little bit more color here. But yeah, watercolor or that sort of thing will probably just sit right on top of the wax. And hello, Christopher. That is what I'm doing. Now we're getting into the boring part. The blending. So basically this is what we're going to be doing. I'll finish up this little area here and then we'll move on to more of the coloring. The blending part, now that I've shown you how I'm going to do it, I will do off screen because again it is quite boring. And then you just take your finger and it takes some of that shine off. Now, like I said, you can do this with your regular Crayola crayons. I did it when Shannon was showing that you can do this. I did do it with regular old crayons. I have also done it with my Sakura crayons, the Kewpie. Just adding a little bit more because I have a little bit of white showing through because I didn't have quite enough pigment down. And feathering into that darker area just to tone it down and get a smooth blend there. There's nothing I need, plenty of things that I may want. I honestly don't need anything though. There we go. And that's the way that's going to look. Now we're going to continue on to this area here and we're going to use our black and our gray. We're going to do this area here in black. For the middle area. Yeah, exactly. You know, you get doing this for a while and you get to the point where you pretty much have everything that you can need. Being a collector of pencils, there's always a new pencil out there that catches my eye. I don't need it, but you know, I do have a tendency to want things, whether I need them or not. All right. And then we're going to take light cream. And we're going to fill in this part here. And this part here. And I know I had it out. Where did I put it? Got crayons and pencils everywhere here. There it is. And a little bit of this one. Yep, we're always collecting. Well, I'm always collecting anyway. um, yes, yes. If there is a deal, sometimes I will I will say, okay, I need that because yeah, there's no way you're getting that any cheaper anywhere else. But I do find that right now finances are not at their best, so I am tending to be a little more cautious with the funds. I wish Amazon or not Amazon, YouTube actually, paid well enough for me to be classifying this as a job. Because then I'd be doing things I really, really like to do. Yes, I collect. Shannon doesn't collect. Shannon finds what she likes, and that's where she plays. She has a very, very lovely collection of pencils that she enjoys and she finds works best for her, which is fantastic. I just collect all the wonderful pencils. Expensive, not expensive, foreign, yeah, all of them. She collects Barbies, yes. Yes. Yeah. Faber-Castell has 120 polychromos, and that's it. There's a lot of people that really enjoy the Faber-Castell polychromos in their collection. I do enjoy mine. I do think that they do need some more colors, though. There is a couple of areas they're lacking. Yes, you collect scrapbook paper and stuff like that. And Barbies. And don't you collect Star Wars stuff too? Like Jar Jar stuff? Jar Jar Binks. Shannon has all sorts of collections. Colored pencils are not one of them. Yes, there is a couple of colors in there that they are lacking. Evidently, yes, evidently. However, the rats are not a collection. That is an extermination problem. The in-house exterminators aren't doing their job. You know, we were kidding about the rat brothel. I'm just saying. Hello, Marilyn. I think the rats took us seriously, though. Alright, now I need to sharpen this. Oh my goodness, Aspie, 32 of them? Ugh. No. Just no. I don't know if she has a full collection of the Jar Jar, but I know that she has one Jar Jar. Because he's wonderful. I love the Jar Jar. Probably out in the barn. Yes, Amazon Tammy has rats as pets, but she only has a couple, and those are pets. You know, I personally would not want a rat as a pet, but that's just me. I love Jar Jar though. Jar Jar Binks. Yep, no, I prefer not to have rodents, thanks. I have sugar gliders, and even they were questionable when Bob first tried to convince me that they were a good pet to have. I was not. He first wanted rodents like gerbils and hamsters. It's like, no, I don't do rodents. Sorry. I was get out, and then I killed them with a broom. Yeah, cats and budgies. Thank you. Unfortunately, my husband's allergic to cats. So I'm blending with the blender, and then I'm coming back through with the crayon or the Neo Color 1 and filling in any gaps that I'm seeing, and then coming back through with the blender again. All right, off to bed. Have a good sleep. I guess it is getting late for most of you, and you guys are probably getting pretty bored watching me use a blender. All right, so I will finish up this area here all the way to here, and then we will call it a night. Just going to come up through here. Just going to add some more of that color. And then on Saturday, I may do a work in progress video finishing this one off sometime in the week if work is permitting. Right now I don't have, they're having some technical difficulties with my login. So right now I don't have my login credentials. So right now I might be able to get that done. Hello, Topeka. So if they figure out my credentials and my login tomorrow, which I'm kind of hoping they figure it out, I may have to catch up for a couple of days because my login hasn't been working for a couple of days. And I can't work if I can't log in. Now the company is still talking to me and still communicating, so I'm pretty sure that they haven't just disappeared with my information. But I'm not, I'm still skeptical of it. There's too many issues going on. But if they don't have my credentials up tomorrow morning, I may film a video for Wednesday, for Work in Progress Wednesday, to get the rest of this finished. Yep, I'm using Neo colors, not crayons. So these are Neo 1s. However, you can use this technique that Shannon showed me on Crayola crayons. I did use them on Crayolas and it did work quite well. You do have to make sure that you put down a lot more pigmentation than you do with the Neos. So make sure that you have a full blender available and a good arm, because after a little while it gets a little, a little stressful on the arm. But it does work better on the Neo Color 1s, the Neo 1s, than it does on the Crayolas. But it does still work on the Crayolas. Oh, I'm sorry your anxiety's high. Oh, nice. That'd be awesome. You are definitely have my fingers crossed for you. That would be sweet if you got it. One less stress. High anxiety is never fun though. My anxiety has been high for almost a month now. It sucks. Alright, just going to quickly go over and make sure that the edges are nice and clean. And then we'll take our finger. Yes, the Neo 2s are a watercolor, so that is something you activate with water. The Neo 1s are a wax-based pastel, and you don't activate them with water. Water will do absolutely nothing for them. Believe me. Alright, so that is how it's going to look. I'm going to finish up this last little bit down here, and then we will finish up the other side on a work in progress video. Thank you, Celine. Thank you, Britt. Now this is just a wallpaper behind her, so I'm just trying to keep it looking as realistic as it would if it was a painted wallpaper. Now this filigrees and all that fun stuff are just painted on, so they're not going to need to show dimension other than the shadow of her standing in front of it. But we still want to show that the person or the designer that designed the wallpaper was artistic and actually filled in the shadows and the contours a little bit. All right. And that is how that is going to look. Now for this area here around the ball, around the glowing orb in her cane, we're going to take some white, and once we get all of the other colors down, we're going to put some white around it and lighten that up. But I will show you that on the next video. And like I said, I will do that video sometime this week. It may not be a work in progress Wednesday video, but it will be a work in progress video. Yes, I want all the art supplies too. I'm terrible. Full set syndrome is definitely real. It is. Yep. All right, guys, so that is it for today. I know it's a little bit later than normal, but that is it for today. Of course, if the reason for our month of Hannah Lynn is to show Hannah Lynn the support that she needs from the community, and that the community is there to support her in her stresses and business issues that are going on right now. Hello, Mona. Mona. Thank you very much for lurking and hanging out. So the reason for the Hannah Lynn streams is, of course, because I love Hannah Lynn and I love her pictures. I'm not fantastic at them, but I do enjoy coloring them. And of course, the issues that are going on with Hannah Lynn right now. So if you haven't already seen her GoFundMe or her Facebook or her Patreon or any of those other places where she has explained what is going on, go over there and take a look, see what she's going through, and color something that color something from one of her books, from her Etsy, and put the hashtag of Help Hannah Lynn in your comment area or your description, and hopefully she will be able to see it. Absolutely no worries at all for the purple fix. All right, guys, with that, thank you all very much for watching. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.